Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Hummel. It's the Tier 6 German SPG and we're located on the south spawn of Province. And it's under the command of Alehoh. Or is that Alehoh? Alehoh? Yes, well maybe. Anyway, what can I tell you about the Hummel? Well, they started work on it in 1942. It's basically a Panzer III-4 chassis. Because that's the chassis they had most of available at the time. Same chassis as the Nashorn, and you can tell the difference between a Nashorn and a Hummel because the Hummel has two compensators, Nashorn only has one. Battle has started. 15cm howitzer. It's a pretty good gun as well. There's two guns. The stock gun is the same as the top gun on the Gorilla. It's actually very good at firing over rocks and obstacles because it has a very good trajectory. Okay, now he's ready to shoot and he's looking right into the enemy area at this moment, and it looks like he's going counter battery straight away. And using his right hand mouse key, he's able to look away from the aim point without disturbing the aim point at all. But he's looking for the tracer from the enemy Arty. He believes that the enemy Arty will fire fairly quickly, and I think they probably will. But we've got some different targets at the moment. In sight, there's a Type 58 there, and there's a KV-2 down the bottom near the enemy cap area. Now, he can't get a shot on the Type 58. It's got a red line. That means there's some obstruction in the way. He can fire just further down the ramp, but yep, there's still a red line as he's looking. Now, if you see that red line appear, it means there's some obstruction in the way. And I think he's too far over to the left side of that firing area to actually hit targets in that vicinity. He's certainly getting a red line. I think the red line's starting on the buildings. So it's the buildings that are obstructing the field of fire. Okay, he's decided to abandon that, and he's going for a P-43 Biz, who's over on the other side of the battlefield. That's a Tier 6 Italian medium. Dialing in. Okay, ready to fire. Rounds out. Direct hit. 281 hit points there. But he's moving and changing position to avoid counter battery. Just pulled back a little and slightly to the right. Now he's got an Oni for a target. That's a Japanese super heavy. He's got 27.1 seconds on the reload. He's actually using oil instead of premium oil instead of premium consumable like food to speed up the reload. That means his vehicle will be slightly faster than usual. Now he's going to aim again. There's an OI there as well now. In fact, there's a 40 TP. That's the new Polish tank. The Tier 6 Polish tank. In fact, actually, the enemy Arty is just coming to sight. In fact, there's a huge number of targets for him to fire at. And that enemy Arty is obviously a prime target. He fires around in there, and all he does is stun the 40 TP. Now he's backed it up against the rock, and he's moving across. I would definitely go for that Arty, because that Arty was a primary target. But he can't see the Arty now anymore, unfortunately. In fact, all the targets appear to be in cover. So there doesn't appear to be anything he can fire at on the right, on the east side of the battlefield. Oh, there's one he can fire at. That's the Nashorn. That's what I mentioned earlier. You can tell the difference between a Nashorn and a Hummel with the number of compensators. And he fires around, but the Nashorn moves away from the firing point or the aim point just as he fires. So I don't think he did any damage there whatsoever. He's having difficulty looking for targets. He's still loading though at the moment. There's a Tiger 1 coming up behind the other side of that building. There he is, looking to try and get shots on the T-37, which he did. And he's loaded. Okay, and the Tiger 1's been hit. Round out. And he gets a hit. 291 hit points, and I think it was actually a direct hit. Okay, so he's going for the Tiger 1 again. We've lost sight of it temporarily. You can reduce the reload time considerably actually with the use of chocolate as a premium consumable. as well as a BIA crew and a gun rammer. Fires a round in at the Hummel, oh, the Tiger, and he gets a hit. 317 hit points, even better this time. And I heard a sizzle, so it sounds like the high explosive round went off directly against the hull of the Tiger 1, and that would have done considerable damage. I think there were critical hits involved there. And he's picked up some damage assistance. The OI is just behind that building. He's not loaded yet, but he is now. But unfortunately, the OI's in cover. Now, if he pulls forward just slightly, he'll go right into the field of fire. But unfortunately, that structure is in the way. And I think he's just destroyed the structure, not the arches, not the actual OI. And Type 64, that's a Chinese light tank. They're very lightly armoured, those are, so if he can get a 15cm shell into that, he will do a lot of damage, and he's almost loaded. Now, if you can splash it, that would be just as good, almost. Needs to pick the exact point where it's going to impact. There's a Type 58, that's a medium, Chinese medium. And it's hiding behind those wrecks. And so, oh, there's the Type 64. Fires around in, gets a direct hit, and wipes him out. 465. Now, I did say light armour, you get a lot of damage on light armour. Now, he's going to go for the Type 58 next, and that's a good choice because, again, lightly armoured mediums like that, you can do a lot of damage to them. And if he's hiding behind those wrecks, it's difficult for our guys to defend against them. And remember, we've only got an LTG between us and that Type 58. Okay, he's loaded. Needs sight of the Type 58 before he fires. There he is. Fires around in. And, oh, big hit. 232 hit points from a near miss. But I think the enemy saw where he was. And it fired around in this direction. Now, oh, and the LTG finishes him off. Good. Now we've got a Type 62 coming in, but we're not loaded. And that LTG needs to defend against that. No! Oh, dear. Now we're going to have to defend ourselves against this Type 62. We're loaded. And we shotgun him for 250, but he's headed this way. And he's stopped. Oh, we take a round for 201, but we've got a Cromwell come back from the other side to try and save us. And he's exchanging fire with the Type 62. We're almost loaded. We are loaded, but the Cromwell's killed him. Now, we've got a T-3485 a little way off. Okay, we're loaded now and ready to shoot. The Cromwell's taking up position near where the LTG was once located and using that wreck for cover. He's actually pushing the wreck into a position where it can act as a shield for him. We're taking aim at the T-34, which is on the same corner where the Type 64 was, and he did 231 hit points of splash damage. And he's moving over so he can get a better shot at the T-34. Okay. Dialing in. The Cromwell's moving up to take shots at him. And he's circling the target. And, oh, we lost the Cromwell. Oh dear, we need to take out that T-34. We can do it with one shot if we can get it in correctly. And we lose that. That went long. Very long. Oh no. It's 3 versus 4 now. He really needed to kill that T-34 and we needed to keep the Cromwell. Our other teammates are actually over on the heights on the far southeast corner of the map. And the T-34 appears to know that there's nobody else between him and the Arty. He's moving forward. He knows that because obviously he can see on the how many enemy are remaining. And he shotguns or takes out the T-3485 and he's moving straight away just in case he was seen and he would be fired at by the enemy Arty. There is only 2 on either side now. The enemy's got the OI and the AMX-13F3. On our side, we've got a T-3485 and the Hummel. Okay, we're moving north. T-3485 is looking from where he is. Oh, and there's the OI. We can see him. He's out in the open. Okay, where is he? He's hiding behind that building. Now, we can just about hit the turret, but he's pulled back behind the building at the moment. T-3485 can't move forward until such time. Right, okay, now he can't move forward until such time as we've taken out the OI. But we got to be able to get a shot into the OI, and it's, so long as he's staying in cover, we can't do that. The T-3485 could bypass him by coming out from that little heights area and go down the rock face on the rock road, up alongside where the OI is, but on a lower level, and then come up behind him. And the OI is now moving up on the heights area, and Alehoh is actually getting ready to shoot him from behind. We're dialing in as fast as we can. Can he get a shot in time? Working out where he is, and we get a hit. Unfortunately, yep, okay, well, we got a hit and he stunned him. But he's now moving forward again, and as I say, we've got that long reload. 11 seconds until we're ready, and I'm sure he's going to get up that slope before, or is he? No, he's not. We will get another chance to shotgun him or hit him. Not shotgun him. Where's he gone? There he is. Okay, fire another round in, and direct hit, 184 hit points. It might be that the T-34 will have to go over the edge, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's going over the edge to escape from the OI. Now the OI realizes that he's escaped, and he's turning round, and he can't come back, and we might be able to get another round in. We've got 2 rounds of ammo left, just 2. The Hummel doesn't carry that many rounds of ammunition. In fact, they actually had to build vehicles to carry the ammo specifically, and he fired that round off. Unfortunately, it didn't hit the target. This is the last round of ammo he's got. Yes, the Germans actually devised versions of the current vehicle without the gun, just to carry the ammunition. They're called ammunition carriers, funnily enough. And they built 150 ammunition carriers. Okay, he's there. Round out. And he killed him! He got him! That means there's only the Arty left on the enemy side, but we've got no ammo left. So all we can do is cap. It's up to the T-3485 to find and kill the Arty, because we can't. We've got no ammo left. Now, can he find him? This is hide and seek. The AMX can probably see the T-3485. I suspect that Alehoh is actually only looking for spectator purposes, because he can't fire. He's got no ammo. But he could go to the cap area at this moment and look. Now, it's very possible that the enemy Arty might actually have relocated. He might have gone south after he saw what happened to avoid being killed by the T-3485. So he may not be there anymore. There he is. Oh, he is there. And he's wiped out by the T-3485. And that wins the battle. Wow. I thought he would have relocated, but he didn't. He stayed there. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's an ace tanker for Alehoh in the Hummel. He also picked up a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 17. A Gore's medal for doing more damage than 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the battle. And we can see the targets he hit there. He got some very lucky shots in the OI, but one of those shots he did miss, and unfortunately that would have cost him, because he might have been able to kill that last enemy with his last round, and that would have earned him a Phaeton's medal. He got the highest damage, 3,456 hit points of damage. He managed to get, the next highest scorer, by the way, was the enemy Type 64, the one he killed, 1,995, followed by the Cromwell, who managed 1,659. When it came to kills, he was the highest killer, or the highest number of kills, along with the Achilles. He managed 3. The highest score on the enemy team was their AMX-13F3 and their Type 64 with 2 kills, and there were 3 members of Alehoh's team who also managed 2 kills. When it came to base XP, again, it was Alehoh who managed to get the highest amount. He was hitting higher tier opponents some of the time, and that's why he earned more XP overall. He managed to get 1,287, the Cromwell 852, and the T-3485 817. When it came to the detailed report, well, he fired 18 rounds, got all 18 rounds of ammunition. He got 10 direct hits, 1 penetration, 7 splash. Damage of 3,456 hit points, of which 2,071 were up more than 300 meters. He did get one hit, and it was a penetration. That was from the Type 62. He damaged 80 of the enemy, killed 3 of them, and did damage assistance, or stun assistance rather I should say, of 335 hit points off 14 stun. On a standard account, he earned 43,720 credits, and he had a personal reserves bonus of 21,860, and that brought up a total of 65,580 credits, which is a huge total really for a standard account. And after repair, ammunition resupply and consumables, he had 39,099 credits left over. He also picked up 1,287 base XP, times 2 for the first victory of the day, picked up, took away 2,574 experience points altogether. So, yeah, there were a few fails in there. If you hadn't missed that last shot on the OI, and you'd taken him out with your penultimate shot, I'm pretty sure you would have picked up a Faden's medal as soon as the AMX13F3 had been located. But I also think as well that maybe it would have been better if you'd actually gone to the enemy cap and started capping, because if the T-3485 was unable to find the AMX13F3, if he had actually relocated to try and run away from the T-3485, then by starting the cap you would have forced the the AMX to either come back to his own cap or accept that he was going to lose the battle. But it all worked out okay in the end, because the T-34 was able to kill the Arty. But if that Arty player had been any good, he might have been able to shotgun the T-34 before he realised that he had actually been seen. So, you know, dicey ending. But it was a good fun battle. So if you enjoyed it, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.